Tonight, more legal troubles in law enforcement.
I'm not happy about this. I'll just be honest with you, I'm pissed off. And I don't tolerate this.
See what's led to a Cascade County detention officer being placed on administrative leave. Plus,
the three main things that are important for becoming a successful lifelong reader: time, access, and choice.
If you give a child a book, our parent company's literacy campaign continues. And later,
just be supportive of our teachers in our schools. We're here, we're trying to do the best we can in a challenging climate, and we want to provide the best opportunities for our students.
Understanding the needs of rural schools.
From Montana's news leader, this is the MTN 530 News.
Good evening and thanks for trusting KRTV for your 530 News. I'm Tim McGonigal. First tonight, the Cascade County Sheriff's Office held a press conference earlier today. The sheriff says one of his detention officers has been arrested following a domestic violence incident. This happened early Sunday morning in Great Falls. Police responding to a report of domestic disturbance. According to the report, a male was assaulting a female trying to break her arm. When officers arrived, they found the suspect, Joshua Yellow Owl, standing outside a vehicle. A witness told officers she saw Yellow Owl strike the female while she was screaming for help. And when they located the female, she said he had hit her in the face, threw her phone, and applied force to her arm in a way that caused severe pain.
These allegations are shocking and unacceptable. Domestic violence is a crime that will never be tolerated in Cascade County, regardless of who commits it. I've always made it clear to our employees at the Sheriff's Office that they are held to the highest standards, whether they're on duty or whether they're off duty.
Yellow Owl now faces assault charges and has been placed on administrative leave while officials investigate. Great Falls Fire Rescue responded to a structure fire at 2 Prospect Drive around 4 p.m. on Labor Day. Crews arrived to find a garage fully engulfed in flames with the fire spreading to the attic. The occupant of the home was working on a boat motor in the garage when gasoline vapors caused the fire to start. The house is not considered livable and all utilities have been shut off. The occupant did sustain burn injuries while attempting to put the fire out and was taken to Benefice East for evaluation. His injuries are unknown at this time.
It has been very warm again today as temperatures are in the 80s and the low 90s in most spots, but it's a little bit cooler in northeastern Montana as temperatures are only in the mid to upper 70s. It's also been very hazy today and there have been areas of smoke around today as well, especially in northeastern Montana. The air quality for most of today has been in the moderate category, but in some locations the air quality has been unhealthy for sensitive groups at times. There were some showers today in northeastern Montana. Elsewhere, it's been partly to mostly sunny and dry throughout the day. There will continue to be widespread haze and areas of smoke around through Thursday morning, but we should see some improvement as we go through the day on Thursday. It's also going to be warm again tomorrow, but cooler temperatures will return for the end of the week. And I'll have a look at your 7-day forecast in a few minutes.
Every child deserves the chance to discover the magic of reading, but for some, access to books is limited. But there are causes working hard to put books directly into the hands of those who need them most. MTN's Shiksha Matani shows us how one initiative is building brighter futures, one story at a time.
We're in the middle of our If You Give a Child a Book campaign, where we collect money to give free books to kids. Now, a lot of people ask why we do this. Well, I decided to go speak to a reading intervention specialist about the impact this can make in a child's life. Lisa Moore is an intervention specialist or reading teacher at Sunnyside Elementary. She will be focusing on primary classrooms this year, helping students master certain skills they need to be successful from a young age.
There is a push to make sure that those first 3 years that they have all of the basic understanding of phonics and how to decode the text in order to make meaning when they read.
The goal is to make sure that by the time they leave the 2nd grade, they know what words mean in addition to sounding them out.
So we want them to have all of those basic skills so that they can go on the rest of their career and be able to read whatever they want or whatever they need to be successful.
I asked 4th grader Zamaria Corman what reading and books mean to her.
I like books because they help me with my life and like what to do if something happens. and it helps me focus on the little things in life.
Learning how to read is not the only thing that can make a difference. Owning one's own books can have a large impact on a child as well.
The three main things that are important for becoming a successful lifelong reader: time, access, and choice. And so you are providing us the access and the choice. So if you don't have books, you can't pick the ones you like.
I have so many bookshelves. My room has a little corner where I can read. I mostly read all summer because I like when I'm upset or if I'm kind of overwhelmed, I just go to my room and then I just read.
Having worked at Sunnyside for 6 years, Lisa Moore has seen how much of a difference the school book fair makes.
For them to be able to not have to narrow down their choice because funds don't allow for them to get, their favorite three, they could only get one, whereas this, they can get multiple books, and then having it over the course of the year, some at the beginning-ish of the year and then later on in the year. So as their tastes change or their preferences or their reading level changes, they are able to get the most appropriate book for them.
There are many advantages to kids receiving free physical books as a result of our Give a Child a Book campaign. It helps a child developmentally while also instilling a new excitement for reading. If you'd like to make a difference in a child's life, visit krtv.com/giveabook to donate. With MTN News, I'm Shiksha Mithani.
Our annual If You Give a Child a Book campaign in partnership with the Scripps Howard Fund is in full swing. And the campaign is making a significant impact on young readers by providing free books to children who might not otherwise have access to them. Now, coming up tomorrow, we'll be hosting a telethon for donations between 5 a.m. and 7 p.m., giving viewers the opportunity to call in and make their donations. The Scripps Howard Fund will be matching each donation pledge tomorrow. But don't worry, if you can't call in, you can still make donations before, during, and after at our website, krtv.com. In Montana's rural communities, schools often serve as the heart of the town, but limited resources can make it tough to meet every student's needs. MTN's Quentin Shores takes a closer look at the challenges one school is facing and some solutions to helping students succeed.
The school year has begun here at Centerville, and we are here to learn what's new, what's remained, and what's needed.
We're always looking for more funding and to increase our programs and to provide our students with the opportunities and the necessary skills to succeed in life.
Superintendent John DeBoe said that the recent Montana STARS Act helped the teachers of Centerville make livable wages.
When teachers were getting paid $30,000 a year to work in Montana full time, that wasn't a great deal, but now it's increased quite a bit.
They're also looking into the innovative tax credit that provided up to $5 million in additional funding for schools. This would allow local taxpayers to control where their tax money is being sent, allowing them to support local schools if they wanted to. Additionally, the school was able to purchase curriculum for their staff.
A lot of things for our staff and in terms of securely, which allows our students to use the internet, but in a safe manner where teachers can make sure that they're using it appropriately.
The school has made phenomenal strides in recent years with renovations, new class offerings, and new facilities, but there is still work to be done.
We are short shop this year, just didn't work out, so it has been shut down. Hopefully someone wants the position. We also, one of our colonies, short a teacher. So we have usually it's 2 teachers and an aide, but right now it's 1 teacher and an aide.
Centerville classes boast a wide range starting at early kindergarten all the way through high school seniors. They also have 3 colony schools with 50 to 60 kids each. With this many mouths to feed, an additional teacher would definitely help. But until then, one thing they aren't short on is
small town pride. And you got people that want to be here. They like the small classrooms, they like small communities and a small school. So from the years, I would say that was one of the big things.
In Centerville, I'm Quentin Shores, MTN News.
Montana is one of 46 states where schools will see a change in their sex education curriculum following new guidance which outlines what content is being redacted and the consequences for not staying compliant. MTN's Ali Kaiser explains what the new rules mean for classrooms across the state.
Montana is one of 46 states to receive a notice from the federal government to remove certain content from sex education curriculum. Specifically, they are asking the state to take out topics that involve gender ideology. In a letter from August 26th, the Administration for Children and Families through the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services says that after review of the materials in Montana's Personal Responsibility Education Program, or PREP, certain subjects and language are outside of the scope of the Personal Responsibility Education Statute. Some of the language that must be removed from Montana's PREP materials include sexuality-related issues, inclusivity for transgender, gender nonconforming, and non-binary youth, and terminology like gender, gender identity, and gender expression in relation to diversity. The letter the Montana Department of Public Health and Human Services received says the statute on PREP grants states the purpose is to educate students on topics like abstinence and contraception for the prevention of pregnancy and sexually transmitted infections, and it does not mention gender ideology. As of August 22nd, Montana has nearly $540,000 in remaining funds from the grant, which could be at risk of being lost if the state does not comply. We received statements from the governor's office and Montana DPHHS, which both indicate that DPHHS will ensure the curriculum is changed to follow the guidance of ACF. And the Gianforte administration believes minor children should not be taught gender ideology. It is important to note that not all public schools in Montana use PREP grants. Helena Public Schools said they do not receive the grant funding, so these changes will not impact their curriculum. Now, the letter ends by asking for the modified curriculum to be submitted no later than October 28th. In Helena, I'm Allie Kaiser, MTN News.
With fall hunting season underway, local meat processors are already working hard to keep up with demand. I'm Brianna Juno with MTN News, and I'll show you how one Great Falls processor is preparing and why some hunters are choosing to give back.
From Montana's news leader, you're watching the MTN 530 News.
As the hunting season approaches, local hunters aren't the only ones preparing. Processors are getting ready for a busy time of year as well, and they say there are several options for harvesting hunted game. MTN's Brianna Juno explains.
As the crisp Montana air ushers in hunting season, local meat processors are already seeing a surge of business.
As far as our shops here, our season starts about the middle of August. The real season will start up now Saturday with the bow season. I think it's going to be a good season this year, so we're gearing up and we're ready.
Brian and his family have been processing meat for around 40 years. On the busy River Drive Road, you might find his shop packed with animals waiting to be processed.
These hunters put a lot of work into harvesting these animals, and they just want to have their own meat back. So we really thrive on that. We cut 40 to 50 every day, 7 days of the week here during general season.
Many local meat processors are already working hard to keep up with the demand. And for hunters who don't plan on keeping all their harvest, there is another option: donate it.
The need definitely goes up in the fall. Fortunately, so does our donations seem to typically go up. Summer is always a very dry spell for us. We struggle a lot in the summer because everybody's out having a good time like they should in Montana. So we really count on the fall donations and the Christmas donations to kind of carry us through for really almost the entire year.
Sean Tatarko with the Great Falls Food Bank says the demand grows during the fall and winter months, and processed meat donations from hunters make a real difference.
Even if they want to donate, half of what they have, we certainly would appreciate it because that meat is very important for us.
There are a few other ways to donate game to people in need, such as Montana Food Bank Network's annual Hunters Against Hunger program. As hunting season continues to ramp up, both processors and food banks are prepared to meet the need.
No, I think it's going to be a big season. I think beef prices are up, so I think people are hunting more.
We are seeing a need go up, so we're hoping that this year, this fall season is, one of our better ones.
In Great Falls, Brianna Juno, MTN News.
Anglers, grab your gear. Some prime spots in Yellowstone National Park are back open for fishing, but with a catch. Park officials say several rivers and streams, including the Madison, Firehole, and Gibbon, are reopening after being shut down by high temperatures and low flows. But there are new rules. Anglers can cast a line from sunrise until 2 p.m., then waters close until the next morning. Yellowstone Lake, along with other lakes and streams not listed as closed, will stay open from sunrise to sunset. Officials credit recent cooler temperatures and rainfall for improvements, but say restrictions are still needed to protect native trout populations.